This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
All sorts of things that have knocked them out of good finishes.
I mean, a month ago he was 4th in points. 3 races later, he's on the bubble in 8th.
He's just hoping something don't go wrong with his truck tonight. Give me a chance to run this thing to the checkered.
There's a problem, and that
is at the 54.
Is Bolamastis. Off turn 4.
Everybody light it up here.
Talked to Bo down in the garage area earlier. He was running 17, so having to retires.
He was inside of another truck that looks like maybe the 22 of Austin Wayne Self. We say that all the time when the truck on the inside that robs that truck a little bit of some side force and a little bit of the air off the rear spoiler, and around he went.
Gilliland on the move. He sits 11th. Caitlin?
Well, you see there Kyle Busch on the right hand of your screen talking with Marcus Richmond and Mike Hillman Jr., crew chiefs over there at Kyle Busch Motorsports. They were telling me today what an incredible resource and tool Kyle is for all of his drivers at Kyle Busch Motorsports, saying he left Sonoma, California on Sunday night and was still at the team meeting at 10 a.m. on Monday at KBM. Very invested in his young drivers as well.
Caution is out, and it's the 15 truck. That's Ross Chastain.
Stay right where you at.
Looks like all the signs of a right front tire failure, whether he ran over and cut something. Anytime you have damage like that, it leads you to believe that there was a problem in the right front.
Chastain was running 23rd at the...
And there it goes.
I think you said it, Michael. Perfect sign of a right front tire going down.
And that's heavy contact.
Or tries to get by his teammate as we have a battle for the lead.
Moffitt took a look at Gregson. Oh, now Sargent gets sideways.
Hold the brake, you're going to be fine.
Oh.
Keeps it off the wall.
You are fine, let it roll, come on.
Wow.
You are fine.
Well, TJ said he was...
To us, 4 tires, guys.
Now he
Check your fenders, got to come straight to us here, they're all flat.
Got to make sure he just tiptoes back to the pit, even if he loses a lap. If he tries to go too fast, he'll tear the fenders off that number 25 truck.
TJ said he was going to be fine well before.
The 2 and 88. The 88, the neon truck there on the left-hand side of the screen.
See Cody Kaufman loose. Watch his hands inside of that truck.
And then right in front of them is Dalton Sargent getting sideways.
He was battling alongside Stuart Friesen, and looked like maybe lost the front end of the truck first, Vince, and made it push. And then as he got closer and closer to Friesen, the back end came around.
Michael, we hear so often drivers talk about the front end of the truck just doesn't want to handle, especially in traffic. Why is that?
Sauter pitted with 40 or 50 laps to go and went to the end, caution free. So that's what these guys.
Oh, and we're going to have a caution now, and Friesen is involved again. Oh, terrible luck for the 52 of Friesen, and he's involved with Jordan Anderson. Both trucks still able to roll.
And there's a lot of damage on Friesen's truck. See some damage on the 3 of Jordan Anderson. Look at all that damage to the rear of the Halmar truck.
Wow.
Yeah, we saw that line that Friesen was running right out next to the outside wall. You just have to wonder, did he get too close to the wall, or did he catch Jordan Anderson in a position where Anderson didn't know he was up on the high side?
And we saw that strategy move by Matt Crafton and his crew chief Junior Joyner. That's a perfect example of that not working.
So Stuart Friesen, who was running 5th with heavy damage to that truck, and it has just been nightmarish for Friesen the last couple of races, and somehow he still managed to salvage good finishes, 2nd, 9th, and 13th the last 3 races. But boy, it's going to be tough to get that kind of finish here tonight.
It's going to take a lot of tape, Vince. They're going to get that worked out.
Top of the screen, all the way up at the top. Thank you, Michael.
Man, it's so hard to tell what happened first. Maybe Friesen into the outside wall and collected Anderson, or did Anderson force him up there?
See, he already has the damage, so whatever happened to Friesen has already happened to him. Pit road is still closed. Friesen will come to pit road to make repairs.
over, Vince, if they gather up. Oh, trouble for the 4 of Todd Gilliland.
The right front tire down. It is.
It is. Yep.
Did a nice job of keeping it out of the wall. You can see the tires flat.
Fortunate for Gilliland that it happened where it did. He was able to get right down onto pit road.
Something broke.
Yeah, well, Todd Gilliland just saying moments ago, the right front, obviously, as we saw it down. Marcus Richmond electing to bring him on pit road to try and diagnose what else is wrong. We heard him say there's something broke.
Well, any hopes that the 4 had a victory. Up in smoke right there.
But also, Vince, just another solid run from the young 18-year-old. You can see off the turn, that's when the tire goes, I think, and he's scraping along the wall. But you nailed it, Vince. Really fortunate that it blew there, down in the center of the turn, and he's into the wall.
See some debris bouncing off that truck as well. It may have slid all the way down the racetrack out of the way.
NASCAR has spotters all around the track, and they watch the surface and make sure no debris is out there. That looked like a pretty heavy chunk of something there, Bill.
Looked
like a bar of some sort.
Some roll bar tubing, it looked like. There's some braces in the sides of these trucks, and that looks like maybe that's what came out, probably the right rear where he got into the outside wall.
Nemechek continues to lead, less than 10 to go. John Hunter does not run full time in the truck series, splitting his year between the Xfinity series and the trucks. So not championship eligible, but already a winner this season, victorious at Martinsville.
That team shows up ready to win, though, don't they? When he gets behind the wheel, they know they can go to victory lane, and that's the path he's headed on right now. I think it's an interesting game they're playing. John Hunter ran the low side, and Moffitt tried to take the high to the lead, but as soon as the tires got some laps on him, his knowledge and experience, John Hunter said, I was making time up there earlier. That's where I need to be to hold the lead, and he's been able to gap Moffitt just a bit since making that decision.
That's how John Hunter was able to get the lead before that caution flag where everyone came to pit road to put tires on. Now it looks like he's trying to drive away. Brett Moffitt is trying every line he can think of, the bottom, the top. He was actually faster than John Hunter that last lap. We'll see what they are this lap when they go by the start-finish line. John Hunter about a half a tenth faster than Moffitt this last lap.
6 laps remaining.
How frustrating is that for Moffitt, Phil, just to see that lead right there? He can almost taste taking over the race here late, but just can't quite make the moves to get there.
And Moffitt wasn't even sure he was going to be at this race early in the week. They didn't have the sponsorship. Wasn't available to them.
But luckily this week, Marcus Barella with Freight Auctions came on board and saved the season for this 16 team. Able to get them on track here. Said they're in good shape for the next race, but eventually we'll face sponsorship issues down the road if someone can't come on board full time.
5 laps remaining, and John Hunter Nemechek crosses the line and will bring us to 4 laps to go.
That was a good lap for Moffitt. He cut into that lead. Almost 0.2 of a second that time by. And it looked like it was done mainly down on the bottom in 3 and 4. Top in 1 and 2. So Moffitt, this thing's winding down, and it looks like he's riding it out. He's trying everything he can.
Absolutely. He's not going to give up. He has 3.5 laps to go. He is not going to give up till they throw the checkered flag.
And it is a 2-horse race because Ben Rhodes, who's in 3rd, is about 4.5 seconds behind these two. So Rhodes' only hope would be a caution here in these final laps. At this point, it's down to John Hunter Nemechek and Brett Moffitt. Just a couple of weeks ago at Iowa, it was Brett Moffitt that was out front trying to hold on to the lead, and Noah Gragson dive-bombed in a desperate attempt on the final lap. Ended up getting into the wall, and Moffitt won the race.
I guarantee you Moffitt thought, well, that was interesting. Where's he going? And I hope it doesn't work. But it looked like a pretty doggone good plan for Gregson there. You can see Moffitt, when Nemechek went to the bottom, he came around the top and again gained ground on John Hunter.
2 laps to go. 2 laps remaining. John Hunter Nemechek trying to hold off Brett Moffitt for the victory here at Chicagoland.
What a great battle. What a veteran race that John Hunter Nemechek has put together here.
It's a small team. John Hunter, his dad, of course, Joe Nemechek, long-time NASCAR stalwart. Father-son relationship that you see the pride beaming in Joe each and every time he talks about John Hunter. The crew chief, Jerry Kennan, and Brett Moffitt going to the bottom. This is for the lead. Moffitt, can he hold on to it?
Something happened to Nemechek, Vince.
Nemechek has got a problem, and Brett Moffitt is going to come around. Moffitt through turn 4. John Hunter Nemechek blowing up, and Brett Moffitt is going to win at Chicagoland. His 3rd victory of the season.
That is unbelievable. The thrill of victory.
The agony of defeat right there.
1 lap away.
You heard John Hunter say we're blowing up. And Joe Nemechek just told me yesterday, he said, we can't catch a break the last 3 or 4 races. He feels like we've had winning trucks, and they just haven't been able to do it.
That was unbelievable, guys.
I'm telling you, Phil, I thought I was seeing Iowa all over again. I thought Brett Moffitt said, I learned from Noah Gregson. I'm going to just dive in here and do a slide job and make it pay off. That was incredible. So dramatic.
Last lap pass for the win. Brett Moffitt. Little celebration donut. Hermie?
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.